Okay, so these are the supplies that you're going to need for this next step. And for this next step, you should have your space station all done. Okay, and what you want to do is you want to cut around the outside. So let's do that together.
Cut out your isometric space station, just the outside shape. If your shape happens to not be a full shape and has kind of an interior part, you're going to cut that out too. So watch the next part of the video as I cut it, and then you can cut yours out.
So you can see here, mine was one whole big thing, but if yours is open, let me find one that's open to show you. I have one that I finished here. If yours is open like this, you would have to cut in all in here too. Okay, so that's that step. And then the next step, which I'll give you a little bit of time to do, is to color in the inside with a Sharpie.
So when you color in the inside with the Sharpie, don't forget to color in the inside of the windows too. You can see here in the example in the upper left, there's a window there that needs to be colored in. And you can outline the sections with a Sharpie. You'll see me do that and color it in. And also, if you don't have a black Sharpie, just matte acrylic paint, like a really cheap craft acrylic paint will work. It will not work if it's shiny, though, if it's glossy.
Okay, and you might want to have something like a scratch piece of paper so that when you color, it doesn't get on anything, because Sharpie bleeds, right? Okay, so once you're done cutting, you're going to fill in the Sharpie, just the internal area, completely black. So anything that's like not part of the space station, it's just like air or like the background. Also down here, got a little window. All right, so our next step is we need some black paper.
Using the black paper, you are going to trace a large plate or bowl so that it fits your white paper. And you'll see me do this, and I totally chose a too large of a plate, and so then I had to cut it down because it didn't fit my white paper. You're going to cut out a black circle out of black paper, and then you're going to glue it down to your white surface, and then go to the next step.
around the edges, in the middle. And then just try to get it somewhat centered on the paper and rub it down.
All right, our next step is to glue the space station down onto the black circle using a glue stick, and you might want to work on scrap paper so that your glue doesn't like get all over your surface, and make sure you glue all around the edges. Go slow and get all the little edges where you cut so that it fully glues down.
Kind of put that to the side. Get some sort of scratch paper, which in class I can give you in a minute. And you're going to want to glue on the back of this and then glue it down here. And then we actually have one more step after this. Now, oh, it's so good. Oh.
All right, so we're at our last step, guys, and that is to use color pencils to draw galaxies, planets, comets, shooting stars, fill in the black sections with some stars, both inside and outside, and so let's do it.
You can see I've started to put in some little planets and stars. It's really hard to see, but see I have like a planet there. And I've got a shooting star down there. Got like a little star there. So you're just gonna put, since it's a space station, you're just gonna put in some of this stuff with your colored pencil, and white is just your best friend here. So you can have shooting stars, you can have planets. I've got a little planet right here. And I like to put the white down first and then put the color on top. Makes the color kind of stand out and make it a red planet here. Put some orange in it. Yellow is also your best friend here. Yellow. Here. White on black paper is huge. It's really going to make it stand out. Okay, I can put your yellow back on top here. And if I put the white down, the yellow will go a little bit better. I'm going to do a little, I actually did some nebula, which is like, can you see right? You cannot see. It's almost impossible to see. But in here, I colored in some red and some purple. You get pretty cool, like nebula type look. You could use blue. Just don't get it on the space station, right? Put it in here. Doesn't work as well on the Sharpie, but it should work really well on the black paint. The black paint I gave you works really well with colored pencil over it. Okay, so I want you to spend the rest of the time putting in little details like this. I could put in another little shooting star right here, little tail. Make it a little bit yellow. Yellow. Okay, that's our project.
So in the end, it should look like this. All right. And thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.